What would you say was the biggest difference between tonight and Friday night?
The biggest difference. Well, pucks went in the first period for us and for them. So that comes to my mind. As far as we were concerned, not a whole lot after that. I mean, both teams worked really hard. I thought our power play was pretty good. I thought after the first goal they scored, our penalty kill did a nice job tonight. So it was, from our perspective, pretty similar nights.
You didn't always get the breaks yesterday, but I felt like both games this weekend, offensively, you guys just were in a rhythm. You kind of felt comfortable. Was there like an extra bit of confidence or comfortability against Michigan Tech this weekend on offense?
I think the more goals that go in, the more comfortable you feel. So we were coming off of a 3-goal period last night in the third. And then we get a 3-goal period in the first tonight. So that helps the confidence. I think comfortable and confident are under the same umbrella in this context. We know we're capable of scoring. It's hard. So I thought that we used the momentum of yesterday's game in the third period to carry over into today's game. What I liked both games, our process was pretty good. I mean, we'll grade it out after tomorrow or Monday or whatever and see where we are with our process. But our process was good last night. It just took us a couple periods to score. Tonight we got off to a great start. And kind of carried that momentum, throughout the game. But it was work, it was good sticks, it was playing through bodies, it was good special teams, good goaltending. Which has been our recipe over the course of the season.
You knew they were going to be a tough out one way or another. What does it mean to them to you to just get this out, get them out?
Yeah, it's huge. They're too good of a team to roll the dice on a game 3. I don't care where it is. So it was nice to be done in 2 games, and at this time of year we need rest, just like everybody, but it was a hard series. We got some guys banged up.
Consistency has been a bit of an Achilles heel for you guys this second half, but it has to be encouraging. 2 games in the playoffs, and you put together 2 really good games.
Yeah, I think you look at your seniors. Tonight was those 3 defensemen for sure. That's where you start. 4, 5, and 12 were. They did pretty good, man. I mean, they're taking away time and space. They're playing hard without Steven in the lineup. I was leaning on those guys to kind of pick up that slack, and that consistency comes from your players. And for whatever reason, I think I know the reason, but playoffs get our attention. I mean, this is. I believe I have this right. This is 9 years in a row we've won a playoff series, and 2 of those 9 we've won 2 playoff series, and that. I'm not sure how many people have done that. I'm talking about teams that have had good regular seasons and teams that have not had good regular seasons. So that mentality that's a program that's not that's consistency, but that's a program trait. That's not one team doing it and no one else has done it. We in terms of BG teams, that's something we're pretty proud of, and that goes back to the players. The players brought it both yesterday and today.
Max had 6 points in 2 games. Can one player getting hot become contagious?
100%, because it can help the power play, or it can help a line, or if that player is a goalie or whatever. So I absolutely believe it can be contagious when you're scoring goals. I think scoring is contagious, and we proved it tonight. Scoring 6. I mean, the one was the empty net, but still. I think it can be contagious, and we're a team that's been streaky when it comes to scoring. So if Max is going to be the guy that gets us going, that's good for us.
Ryan gave us up a couple of goals on the first 5 or 6 shots tonight. Coach, you have any concerns there?
Concern's the wrong word. I thought he got more comfortable as the game went on, as the score became more in our favor. I think Ryan was good. Again, he set the bar pretty high for himself. Nobody likes short side goal. The second one, I don't think he had much of a chance on. That's a defensive breakdown on our part. The first one, I don't love the short side, but I thought he rebounded fine. So he did fine.
Talk about the atmosphere in the building.
That's why it's hard to say goodbye because that's not for sure going to be our last home game, but it'll be our last home game for a week anyway, and it looked like Northern took care of business, so we're going on the road. And what a fan base we have, whether it be students or I guess townies and locals. You don't know what you don't know 9 years ago, and it's this BG hockey family they're included in that, and the atmosphere last night, the atmosphere tonight. Again, thanks to Scott Slater for taking the burden off the students to have to pay for those tickets, and telling all the students as many as we can get to come. And I thought our fans were outstanding all weekend long, as they've been my whole time here.
To follow up on Ryan, I mean, you knew Tech was going to make that run in the third period. They had the 2-goal lead, and I thought he had some pretty big saves in that period. Kind of sprawled out, was out of the net.
Yeah,
getting big stops for you. What does that do for confidence?
I think he's a kid that's looking for confidence, and I think it's really going to help. I really do. I think it's a great point. He made a save, a breakaway save on Gould there. I think it was 5-2. We need him to be confident. That's a position where, I mean, next weekend we're going up against one of the best in the league in terms of goaltending, and so we need to win the goaltending battle, and we know that's going to be difficult, but that's the challenge. And Ryan, we know Eric and Ryan are guys that can get it done, whoever we start, but it's nice to see him get some confidence with a third period. I mean, a second period too. I mean, he had 2 good periods.
You mentioned them. What do you expect from Northern Michigan next week?
I'm expecting a battle. This is obviously, here we are, 2 years in a row. Played them 4 times last year, and then plus the playoffs, and then 4 times this year, and here we go in the playoffs. They got a really good power play. Their top line is as good as there is in this league, and that's not coach speak. That's real. Loggins, Rockwood, Pierce. They've got a goaltender. They got a defenseman. Like it's who executes, who special teams. We're going to have to keep their power play off the ice as much as possible. I mean, we don't even have to watch tape. We know one another very, very well. We'll get on the bus Wednesday and with the mindset that we're going up there to win a series, but knowing it's going to be against a very good opponent, very difficult.